played back your tape, and the tape proves that I did not answer the tape because you mentioned the poem. And Ed always reads all my letters, and he said, well, I don't think that you did answer that. So that's how forgetful I am. I was bad as the poem. Anyway, this is Sunday, April 25th. What I did do, and intended to send it to you, but it didn't turn out. I made a tape Easter Sunday of the program up at the Vespers at the clubhouse. But honest to God, it was rotten. I don't know, just ordinarily they've had much better programs, and I didn't have the tape recorder with me, but this was supposed to be special for Easter, and I thought I'm really going to record something good, and it was a 90-minute tape, and the Vespers lasts an hour. I thought that'll give me some time to yak on it too, but when I got home here and played it over again, I decided to just erase it and forget it, because it's no good. It would be a good program for Good Friday. It was all mournful. Easter's supposed to be happy. Gosh, they were trembling and carrying on, and she had a bunch of, it was a lady that was organizing the thing, and she had solos and duets and what have you, but every darn one of them was mournful. So I thought, well, that don't sound like Easter to me. So next Friday, I didn't erase it yet, and maybe next Friday I'll play it. It'd be very appropriate. Anyway, this today is the pits for weather. It's cloudy, and it says 78 out there, but most of our windows is closed. It just seems well, like it's cold. It's stupid, because we have been having it 94 and 5, and then when it goes down to what was 60 in the 60s yesterday, and cloudy all day, which is not typical for Florida. I see in the paper today that they really did get some rain over on the coast, over 15 inches. If we got 15 inches here in Zephyrhills, Hills, we'd be flooded like we were 2 years ago. So we don't want that, but we desperately need some rain. I wish it would do it, and then the sun come out and look pleasant again. These dark, cloudy days, I guess it has something to do with that ash up in the sky from that volcano in Mexico. Ed's standing here grinning at me. I don't know whether he's going to say anything or not, but he knows I'm recording. I doubt it. You want to say something to Jean? I got the thing turned on. Do you want to say something to Jean and Jim? Say hi or something? You want to say something? Oh, come on, think of something. Even the kids?
You're going to mail them out, eh?
I'm going to mail it when we get it done. It's only a 30-minute tape, so.
Yeah, you go ahead. When you're finished, I'll just tell them that we're working on Plan A.
On Plan A? Oh. Yeah, we're working on Plan A. As far as I know, honey, we're going to leave here May the 5th, right? We're going to leave here May the 5th, we think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to say leave here May the 5th sometime during the day, and we'll stay someplace that night.
Yeah, well, what we did last year, we waited till the mail got here, which wasn't pretty. We were all.
Plan A is we leave here for May the 5th.
He didn't stop the mail, see, and our Social Security checks come up to Port Sand Lake, and then time they send them down here, we get them the 5th. So that's the reason why we wait. But we could stop the mail if we were going to leave sooner. That wouldn't have to necessarily stop us, I wouldn't think. But that's the way we did it last year. And I guess the year before too. You know that I read my horoscope out there. It says that we're going to make some sudden changes.
Going to make some sudden changes?
Well, that's what it says in the horoscope.
Yeah.
If you can believe it, that's for Aries.
You're going to meet something head on then, eh?
Yeah, that's going to meet something head on. Well, every time you meet something head on, that turns out good. I don't think Jean knows a joke about head on. Years ago, when we was talking about saving money, you know, for our old age, why, I said to him one day, do you suppose it would be possible that we could buy a time slip, is what they called it that time, one a month for $1,000. And well, he said, I don't know, that'd be pretty tight. And I said, well, why don't we try it? Just hit it head on, and we did it. So that's been a standing joke ever since. Every time we talk about something that we might do, he says we'll hit it head on. So that's what we'll do to go home. But you do plan on stopping in Detroit on our way up, don't you?
Well, yeah, we're going to stop there for, well, I only intend to stay over 3 months.
Oh, no, I said at Jim's house, dummy,
Oh, yeah.
on our way home.
Yeah.
I should tell Jean about the cute letter we got from Kimberly. That's the first letter we've had from her. And I could just hear her saying what she said. Guess what?
Well,
I got 3 A's and 2 B's on her report card.
You probably answered her letter, but you forgot to mail the letter.
No, according to you, I never wrote it. So I even forgot to write it. Oh, shucks. Well, you know, we've had lots of stupid things happen. Everybody does, I guess. For the last few weeks, quite a few weeks now, God, we played euchre until I said we're what Elle would call euchre crockies. We would play in the afternoon with Rachel and Smitty, which was a bore, but we did it for her sake. Well, finally, one day, old stupid ass, he blew up. And he leaped up from the table and dashed his arms down to the floor, and he says, I'm so sick of goddamn euchre. He says, morning, noon, and night is nothing but euchre. You see, what he got mad about was that Ed euchred the damn fool, and he had the cards. God, I could see the play as plain as yet, because he had right, left, and queen. And Ed had ace and king, and I had the 9. And I dealt the cards, and he ordered up a club. And then the damn fool led, I don't know, it was ace of hearts or ace of diamonds, doesn't make any difference anyway, one or the other. And I trumped it with that little bitty 9, was the only trump I had. Well then, the next, whatever I led back, he trumped it with the right bower instead of the queen, stupid ass. And then he come back with the left, and Ed played the ace and king and euchred him, and that's when he got mad, just like a little kid. He stomped, so we haven't played any euchre with him since, and it's kind of too bad, because it was, well, like I say, it was just pastime, because he really was a bore. He'd never make a euchre player in 40 years, but she caught on real good. So then, sometimes, that's afternoons, and then once in a great while, why, John and Elizabeth come over here, or we'd go over there, and some more euchre. Last night, or night before last, they were over here, and I could see that he could easily blow up too. He dealt and had the jack of clubs up there, and he picked it up, and then he said spades was trump. So Ed didn't want to argue with him, so I thought, well, he'll blow his stack too, just like Smitty, so we let him go. But Elizabeth said, no, John, you picked up a club. No, I didn't. I picked up a spade, so spade stood. So I said to Ed, boy, I think we better quit playing euchre before he blows his stack too. Oh, so that's life. Well, let me see, what else can I tell you? I think of lots of things. I guess I could just stop it till I collect my wits again. Oh, I wanted to tell you, I finally got to a show. Gosh, and you know, it's unbelievable how many years has passed since I've seen a movie. The last movie that of course, once in a while you see one on the TV, but I'm talking about going to a theater. The last show that I can remember seeing was Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, which I thought was a rotten movie. But anyway, all those gals that I used to go to the movie with, they're gone, as you know. Alice Dawson, Olive Backhurst, and Lola, and I. And we used to meet Elaine Ozier and Lois sometimes Wednesday afternoon matinee. we'd go to the Harrington Hotel there right next to the theater for lunch, and then go to that matinee, and by the time we got home, well, it's time to get supper ready. And so, you know, that's a long time ago, because gosh, Lola's been gone a couple years or more, and she was in Detroit over 7 years. So there's 10 right there. So it has to be a long time ago. This must be, I would say, 12 years ago. So there's a theater here, but you know, it'll never go. But I think that he could hear in this theater. It's small. It only holds 315 people, and very good acoustics. I noticed that. Well, anyway, the show that we saw, the neighbors were going, and I happened to, she happened to say, well, we're going to go to the movie tonight. She says, have you ever gone to this show down here? No, I never have, but I said, I'd sure like to. She said, well, come on, go with us. So I did, and we saw On the Golden Pond. I imagine you probably saw that with Jane Fonda and Henry Fonda and Katharine Hepburn. The only thing, of course, this is due to nerve deafness, which I do have in this one ear pretty bad. Katharine Hepburn talks too fast. You could hear real good, except that it was garbled because she talked too fast. And it wasn't just me, but a lot of other oldsters in this park had the same trouble to catch it. You know, what are they saying? But I never heard so much cussing in all my life, but I guess that's real tame to some of the movies. So the next one that's coming here is Porky. And Nora says, boy, we gotta see that. She says, my sister saw that movie, and it's about young people, and it's funny. But there's sex in it, you know, that's one thing about On Golden Pond. It wasn't what you'd call a sexy movie at all. But this Porky is supposed to be about, I don't know if it's high school or college students spying on one another and all that crap, so it ought to be fun. So I hope they invite me to go next time. And we were there an hour before the show started because you couldn't reserve a seat. It's first come basis. So we got there early enough to sit right in the middle, good seat, and then they turned about 200 away, and they held it over the second week too. And we saw, I said, if we took Betmar out of there, the show would have been half empty. We saw so many faces that we knew. So Ed hasn't been going down Friday nights to play euchre because of the hearing problem. He says some of them are so impatient. He said, I passed a long time ago, and he thought, oh, the hell with them, I won't go. But he still likes his euchre, so we kind of get it out of our system. So this Friday I went down there, and I heard old Vi Donegate beating her gums and saying that these women that come down here without their husbands and make it uneven. There was one table of 3. They either had to have a table of 5, which is impossible, and a table of 3 is no good either, playing with Charlie. So it's what we always call the dummy hand, Charlie. So there's one old guy there, I don't know what the hell his name is, but he's grouchy as the devil, and he's real old, and he stinks. I don't think he's had a bath for some time. So we just call him Old Stinky. And he was playing at the Charlie table, and all of a sudden he blew up, got mad, and said, I'm sick of Charlie, and he walked out and left the people that was playing at the table, just left them sitting there. But it was almost time to quit anyway, so it didn't really matter. But I'm telling you, these old farts are sure quick-tempered. So I guess probably that's the harm in playing cards. Otherwise, I never could see any harm in it, but I can't see any sense to fighting either. Pauline and Sam, they don't always go down there, but they were there, and John is here right now, their son, and another young fellow, Tommy Bond, I think they called him. And the kid said he never played euchre before, but he plays cards, so he had card sense. They just kind of clued him in before he went down there.